78 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we watched when there was no customers there. We always watched all the reruns of Star Trek.
Yeah.
There.
I would run home like for me it was getting off on the school bus, right? Because it was already in the rerun stage. Like I'm sure my dad probably watched it when I was young, but I don't recall that because it was like 3 and 4. But when I was a little bit older, like 6 and 7 and 8, I can remember getting off at the bus stop and hauling ass home because first was Batman, and there was a club. And then it was Mickey. I think it was Mickey Mouse Club first,
Right.
And we had a local. If this was in Kingsport, Tennessee, it was WKPT's Mickey Mouse Club, and it was local. And then they also had Batman came on with Adam West and Burt Ward right after that, and they had a Bat Club too that was also run through the channel, so you could win prizes and stuff. So I was like, I gotta get hold of one. Okay, and then the cool thing was later on Star Trek would come on, and of course I had to watch all that. So anyway, I'm glad to have you here. I'm going to introduce you all guys in a second, but first I want to roll back and say hi to everybody who was here. We got Jody Drone Shots was in here first. Jim's Droning came in. He knows I love Hot Wheels. He wants to talk about Hot Wheels. We got Lloyd the Grumpy Vlogger is also in the house. Steven Drones is telling us we need therapy. We all need therapy regularly every day. Keep rolling. Robert Glazier's in the house. Glad to have you as well, sir. Flight Zone, one of my nearby neighbors. Actually, he does really live nearby. So he's in the house. So and we also have Mainlight Drone. I wanted to point this out in particular. So if you don't know Mainlight, please go over and check out his channel. He really does a lot of cool combination stuff with aerial shots and handheld shots and a lot of documentary style stuff. I watched one of his particular episodes this week. He was talking about old Route 66. So he had a couple of, I think a beginning aerial shot and an ending aerial shot, but all the stuff in the middle, he was stopping at various points on Route 66, and he was like, would take pictures and video and kind of give you a brief overview of what he was experiencing while he was talking to you. And I thought it was really, really cool. So if you get a chance, go over there and check out his channel, Mainlight Drone. Go over there and check out his channel and subscribe up. I guarantee you're going to get a kick out of a lot of his videos. Let's see. Akira Show. I hope I'm saying that right. I've heard it pronounced a lot of different ways. I don't know for sure. But the only reason I'm saying Akira Show is because when I looked it up I was really curious. And I looked it up online. And it was saying Akira Show. That was the only reason that I call him that so much. So I hope that he may pronounce it a different way. I don't know. Charles Galuski, glad to have you in the house, sir. Leonard Oglesby, also glad to have you in the house. And then I keep it rolling. Johnny Drone Flyer, glad to have you in the house, sir. And if you all haven't already, don't forget to get down to the South Florida Drone Meetup. It's coming beginning at the end of this month, beginning of next month.
30 days.
So, yep, 30 days. Get your. I think the hotel might be full. I don't know for sure. Johnny will throw it up. I'm pretty sure and correct me. Andrew's here also. Didn't want to miss Andrew. Chuck, lucky number 7 again. I get percentage of that if you get something off of it. Okay. Dom, Northside Hawk, glad to have you here. Flying Flynn Media. John, what's up, man? Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, glad to see you. Drone and New Visuals. Vince, glad to have you. Let us see. Rolling. Was anybody new? Please jump out and scream. Up. Joe, USA Drone Flower, Captain Joe America, glad to have you in the house. And the baby pictures have been awesome. Congratulations. Keep rolling.
Give the Mainlight Drone, give him a wrench there. So
I thought I had given. He doesn't have one?
Well, not on my screen. I don't know.
Yeah, he does on mine.
Okay, good.
Just checking. Okay, keep it rolling. Hey, Art! Artco Drone Solutions is also in the house. What we got? So everybody, check out all the people that are talking and chatting. And if you haven't subscribed to their channel, please subscribe to their channel because we all know we're all craving subscriptions. And if you're not here for subscriptions, I'm confused. Because everybody tries to say, well, I'm not really, I love the community. And that's considering kind of why I like to do it. But I mean, forgive me, but we all kind of get burned out on the same regurgitated drone news from every single show we watch. And I used to have, various guest drone pilots on. I'd love to again. It's just, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and it's really hard to, everybody knows how hard it is to keep guests lined up and keep working on that. Oh, Maddie's Drone World screamed. He followed the directions. Thank you very much, sir. Glad to have you also. Keep rolling. Bill's running his mouth too much. Let's keep rolling. We're going to get the show going because we all got stuff to... Four states aerial photography. Good evening, sir. Glad to have you in the house as well. Wait. Drones, 12 props. Did I miss 12 props? Is there 12 props that I didn't see? Or is he confusing me? Do you all see 12 props that I didn't see? Hey, Ed's here! Ed, what's up, buddy? Ed's also in the house. Wait a minute, let me get down there. Here we go. Ed. Hey, Ed, what's up, buddy? And you can see Bob's also talking. And he's like, well, Bill's just going to run off the mouth. I might as well go ahead and chat. Have I missed anybody? Have y'all seen anybody I missed? I think I'm good so far. All right. Okay. Let's hide that comment. No, so what the deal is, I know everybody, here's what I'm saying. Let's get this out of the way. The Inspired 3 is in testers' hands right now. The release is going to be, let's say, mid to end April with a possible early May release. But it looks like right now things are going pretty good. And no, nobody's giving me firsthand information. I'm predicting it. I've definitely hinted at somebody. I've definitely hinted at somebody really hard, but they have not given me slight one information. So it would be really here's my theory. Okay, it would be really cool if DJI was wanting to test out one of their brand new commercial style drones, say in the Great White North of Canada, in the snowy regions where they do snowmobile racing, and I'm just saying that would be a perfect place to test it, right?
I think so.
I just happen to know somebody that's up there right now, and I'm sitting here thinking, if you don't have it and they passed up on the opportunity, somebody should slap somebody at DJI. Because Billy Kyle has not said anything, not even hinted that he has the Inspired 3. I just got a feeling he does. And I'm pretty sure everybody else that follows Billy's channel or even knows Billy thinks he's probably got the Inspired 3 as well. And I'm sitting here thinking, because he's been posting a boatload of snowmobile racing, and Sarah's been doing, killer donuts in the car, and then that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I'd really like to see a better camera doing this. Can you imagine seeing that big 9 doing this? Okay, so without further ado, we have a couple of gentlemen that are running a little bit late. I will go around the room. As you can see, we've got Bob Old Farts. Bob, just before we really get into heavy, just tell us what hobbies you're going to share with us tonight. And I'm going to highlight you.
Well, before I found drones, I have had quite a few, but the most predominant is I spend most of my hours and days sitting in front of a computer. I've been a graphic designer since the early 80s, and I have been kind of a leader in moving people from drawing boards to computers to full productions on computers. So that's where my career has been and all of that. But I needed something to take me away from monitors. And so I built a pond in my backyard that's been there now for 24 years. And I've had multiple litters of goldfish. And I run goldfish and water lilies, gorgeous, beautiful flowers in my pond. And then since I've been a graphic guy since the 80s, I've been a Apple fanatic, and I have a collection of a lot of Apple stuff here that's, I understand, worthwhile now. I haven't ventured to take a look, but I may someday soon.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Okay, and next, Mike, what are you going to share with us?
I've got a few things. I've got, people know about my Star Trek collection. I'm going to show some of that. I've got a series of games and toys from the 60s that I've collected over the years.
Hang on.
My childhood days.
Okay, Leonard's saying he can't hear us. Can you all hear us? Can everybody on the panel hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me? Can anybody in the audience?
Mike sounds a little soft to me.
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit.
What about me? Am I okay there?
You're coming in like gangbusters, Bill.
Okay,
Not
so
to me.
I need to mellow myself out.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear now?
Let me tone
and
myself down.
I'm okay. My voice is okay.
Yeah, you're great. Is that toned down enough?
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, can everybody? Yep.
you
Okay,
hear me?
Dom's saying yes. I can hear you. Yes.
Everyone's good.
Barkley's saying yes. Yeah. Okay, so everybody can hear. It might be. Maybe you need a. So okay, maybe he needs a reboot. Somebody type in. Maybe you need a reboot, Leonard. I'm too lazy at this point. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have a body from the 50s.
I do too.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good
Yep.
one. All right, so
Cool.
wait a minute. So okay, Mike's got various things. Okay, he's gonna reboot. Cool, we're good. Hey, that's even better, man. Just remember to tip the little girl. Remember to tip the
Yay.
little girl.
Okay, Barkley.
Like I said, fine with me as long as you tip your waitress. Okay. Lee, what's up? All right. Okay, so me personally, I've got a platitude of hobbies, just like Mike was saying earlier. He was talking about he can't be, held to one craft, and I'm like, yeah. It seems like every 3 or 4 months something else piques my fancy, and I go running that way. Because if Caleb gets in here, I know his particular natch. I'm also a member of that crew too, so I could go in that way. Anyway,
Yeah, and I've also had.
Go ahead.
I've also had a koi pond, 8,500 gallon pond for about 12 years.
Oh wow! So he's had a koi
Not
pond
anymore,
too.
But I have had it in the past.
Oh, have had.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Okay. Good.
That's big.
Captain Ray is.
I know
Ray
Captain
Kelly
I've
is
seen his,
deep
yeah.
into koi and ponds and
Right. I used to go all the
Yes.
drone show, all the koi shows they have around here, and
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
Cool.
Oh no, you're fine. That's the whole point. It's a squirrel show, as Lloyd pointed out before we even got started. It's a squirrel show. So my particular hobby that I was going to share tonight is that if y'all don't know him, I'm pretty sure most of you do. J Drone over on YouTube, and he also has, I think I don't know for sure if the Facebook group is still there, but and he's on. I think Jason Boyle. Anyway, good friend of mine. I've known him for 4 or 5 years now. Anyway. He works constantly, but still throws out videos. So get over to J Drone's channel, J Drone, all one word. Get over to his channel, check him out. But he's the guy that got me back into Hot Wheels because he just started posting it. He's like, "Oh man, I'd forgotten about how cool this was." I forgot about how cool this was, and he got back into it. And when he was, flashing up stuff, and then the thing about it is he's had some super super good luck. He literally walked into, I think he told me it was a Dollar General store, right? And there was a brand new Hot Wheels case just kind of laying there. And it was like half open. And like somebody had picked out 1 or 2 things. So he basically got to open it up. And he found a super treasure hunt and a treasure hunt in it. Super treasure hunts can, like I was telling you guys before we went live, can go anywhere from $60 to $150 to upwards. $200-$300, depending upon what the super treasure hunt is and how limited the pressing is.
And the drone, and it cost the car cost what, $1, $2?
$1.19.
$1.19.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
But the sad thing is where I live, because I live like I think I live about 20 miles north. We'll say 20. I think if I want to be precise, it's more like 17 miles north of Seattle, right? So there's a shitload of Hot Wheels collectors out here. They're everywhere, and I come to find out that they go in and they'll pay people off to find out when cases come in and all this stuff. So you've got to get it's damn near impossible to find it unless you're right there when they put stuff out. So anyway, my thing is collecting the Hot Wheels, and I was showing them before we went live. This is the one I paid for. There's a lot of these out there. You can see the circle flame right there showing that it's a treasure hunt, and then there's like the little symbol on the back, the circle flame back there too. First pressings, like I have a 1968 Nova, and it looks to me like it's kind of got Spectre Flame paint on it, but that's not Spectre Flame because it doesn't have Real Riders on the bottom either. Real Riders are real rubber tires that they put on Super Treasure Hunts. Super Treasure Hunts look so much like a factory car when you. Okay, let me get this. I screwed up today and I didn't get to buy this because I'll take it back. It was yesterday, I believe. Let me see. Anyway, there's a club, right, that you can join, and come on, they'll let you have access to like special releases. And I messed up, and this one was released yesterday, but I'm going to share it with you all so you can see. Where's it at? This one right here. So you can see right here. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a Hot Wheels. This is an actual Hot Wheels car. You can see that. Look at the Cobra painted on the side. You can see down here. Look at the tires. That's real rubber tires. Look at the front end.
Hard plastic. Yeah.
This is all metal. Okay, and then like I said, here you go. This is the car again. Here's with the hood up. You know, it's and then you got the detail on the back end, Hot Wheels, RLC. Anyway, this car was selling for $25 on release, right? Okay, I didn't get one. I wasn't able to get one. I guarantee you, if I go look for this right now, if anybody else goes look for it, 2023 RLC membership, 1993 Ford Cobra R, it's already going to be selling for $70. And they don't even have it yet. It won't even be shipped to them until the end of this month. And they'll be and by the end of the month, it'll be 80, 90. I'd say this one in particular will probably go over 200 by the end of the month. By the end of the month. So if you were, and so they limited everybody to only one. Normally we could get two of each one. Like, let me see if I go, what happens if I go back? Let me see what happens here. I will see if it lets me actually go back on the screen. Yeah, okay. So here, I actually got, where are they? Oh, wow. You're not going to show me? I actually got two of these. The 1966 Supernova. I did get two of these. And you can see the tires. You can actually see tread. See the tread?
Wow.
And it's actually got detailed rims, all this stuff. So it's like super, super cool. Anyway, I got two of these. I have no earthly idea what they're trading at. They'll be here Saturday. So I'm hoping I can actually take one and sell it to cover the price of both of them. You know, and then because I want to pass this like to my grandkids. That's kind of what's going on. That's what I'm telling my wife anyway. So, but anyway, another cool fact about this. Let me look back over here. Okay, got people talking about motorcycles and stuff. Okay, but anyway, I was showing Bob. It's cool because my wife has gotten into it with me. She's enjoying going out with me hunting for them because she knows what to look at too. We've even got a little list with like the emblems and what to look for and what the super treasure hunts are for this year. But she stumbled upon something that nobody else has seen so far. And I've showed it to them and they said, hey, I've not seen it yet because we're not getting those. But this, I showed it to Bob and it's kind of wild. It's actually from the National Federation of the Blind. And you can see the logos up here at the top. It's new for 2023, but the car, the actual plastic has Braille on it, but then the car itself has Braille on it. So that they can, and it's actually called the HW Braille Racer Twin Mill. And she found it, and I thought that was cool. Hey, Caleb's here.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah.
And then here's something for all you really old farts out there. This will bring you back and take you down memory lane. I stumbled upon this in a Hot Wheels car. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots van. But they have, the cool thing is Hot Wheels have evolved so much. We've got, here's a Hot Wheels Premium, and this is actually what the old Hot Wheels would be like. This has the, if you can see, up here at the top, they call them real riders. This right here, this is the actual rubber wheels and rubber tires, and actually the wheels and everything, so that they resemble the actual factory models. And in it, always they call it the metals. So that just means that the entire car is a die-cast metal with the real riders on it. It's really cool, and you can this one, and then they make a little bit of everything. Let's see, do I have? Like, I just picked this one up the other day too. It's a premium. But it's this really killer shell truck, and it's got a shell Porsche.
Race car.
It's got a shell Porsche in the back. I don't have, they even make collector's cases for them so that you can save them and stuff. And
But you have to keep them in the package. I keep saying that. I mean, I find that strange because these are toys that are fun to play with. And
yeah, but what I'm trying to say, like okay, a collector, what they do is they'll buy, like what I was going to do before I got burnt by Amazon is I bought a case. I bought a C case, which is kind of like a factory lot that they would send to a store. It just says Mattel Hot Wheels. It's in a regular old Hot Wheels plain old box. And then you open it up. Okay, well, you got a pretty good chance of getting like a good number of first castings, and possible one or two treasure hunts, and maybe even possibly a super treasure hunt, a super valuable car. Okay, right. And your first castings are usually going to be anywhere from $25 to $50, depending upon what they are. They could trade very well. Okay, you may have a red line recast. You may have a baseline recast. It could be any of those, which could net you some kind of profit to a trader down the road or a collector down the road. Well, what also happens with Amazon in particular is some people will get said cases, and then they'll pick through it and get the ones that they want, and then they'll take old ones that they don't want anymore, stuff back in the damn thing, and ship it back to Amazon. Okay, well, I had got in and ordered a C case that was supposed to be shipped to me at the end of this month, right? Okay, the end of February, not about no later than, I think, by the 5th of March. Okay, I get this note from Amazon today saying, "We're sorry, your order is delayed. You will have to wait until it's available." And I'm like, oh, whoa. We're already into E cases now, man. I was like, cancel this, because basically I knew what was going to happen. I was going to get a return C case that had nothing in it. And that's what they do. That's how profitable this hobby is now. It's ridiculous. I used to think Funko Pops were the shit. Wait a minute. Hang on. Paul doesn't have a... Paul's... I'm trying to see if Paul has a... He says he can't tag. Wait. Oh, he's on mobile. Never mind. I finally caught up. So Paul's telling everybody, he said, "Hey, Warren, he can't tag you because he's on mobile." So that's why. So
it is weird. I don't know why they can't do that. Multiple times I've been on shows in my car, and on my phone, and I got the phone mounted in the dash. And
it lets you tag?
I'd like to tag somebody once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Is that pure vodka? Nope. This is pure Fiji. Pure Fiji. But I did have a Mountain Dew Pitch Black energy drink before we went for Erica's bowling today, so it could be residuals. Hot Wheels for the win! The drone worship official. What's up, Dan? It's got to be Dan. I'm serious. It's got to be Dan. Wait a minute. You don't have a... Wait a minute. Where in the hell? Why am I missing? It's like I'm missing... Oh, wait. Here we go. Hang on, Dan. Oh, you're giving me... Dan's giving me shit over Hot Wheels. Anyway, or were you giving me shit over something else? Anyway. All right. Anyway, here we go. V-Star. I'll turn V-Star into a bobber. Oh! He's talking about motorcycles. I was like, wait a minute, I'm trying to catch up here. Now, I was like, okay, I got you now. So they're talking about motorcycles. All right, so Mike, let me get you racked up here.
Sure.
Get you racked up. Now, Mike's got various things to share with us. Which one do you want me to start with, Mike?
Start with say the games.
Okay, the 60 stuff. Okay.
A little 1 minute video.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see. Will it do it that way? Or do I need to? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Ooh. Oh, wow. I hadn't watched this one yet. Okay. I remember that. I remember that big time.
Yeah, this is a series of 60 games. So on and so forth. And some of them are not necessarily politically correct anymore.
We're not worrying about that. I'm not. It's hobby night. Y'all can see that?
Yeah, that's the old marksman pistol. Again, use pellets.
Oh, come on. Why can I not turn it on? There we go.
They're popular in the 60s. That's a metal one. They change it after 65, 70 plastic gun. So that's the real metal, original metal. Sold for years. Wahoo again. Skillet. These are all games from the 60s. Like that.
Wow.
It's like $130 for that 4-function.
Yes.
R2D2, that sold $2,500 at CES. And
wow.
1,000 of them made.
Wow, that's an original Stratego box.
Again, the original Chinese checkers, which probably can't get that anymore.
I remember Crossfire.
And then Johnny 07.
Yep. I don't remember, but this kind of thing, yeah.
Well, you could Google YouTube on Johnny 07 to see a bunch of old 60s commercials on it.
You had told us about the vacuum. Oh, yeah, I remember this too. The electric football.
We played football.
Football. And
the vibrating football.
Wow, man.
That's the attaché case,
Wow, that was so cool.
Yeah, I found that several years ago.
Let me get. Okay, let's see. It told me I could just share a video file. Let me see if it'll work that way.
Okay.
Go back up here. Come on. Dingy, 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 dingy. Which one next? The computer or
my first computer?
Yeah.
This is the Timex 1000. The first computer did basic. Had an add-on 16 kilobyte module with a thermal printer. Programs were off cassettes.
Yep.
And those are the various programs that I've got with it.
Like the one
simulator to chess to presidents and states.
And they were all on cassette tape,
all on cassettes,
yeah.
And you just flip the RCA cable cassette into the Timex computer.
Right. I'm trying to see what's. Wait a minute. Let me fix this. Because I put myself on the bottom. No, I'm just putting myself on the bottom because I hate covering other people up with the chat. So, what does this say? Paul saying, Bill, when you talk, you remind me of the guy from Trailer Park Boys saying, I think I'll do a rap. Okay, as long as it keeps you coming back. I had the Johnny 07.
Yep.
See, that's what I was talking. That's why I thought this would be cool tonight, man. Because all of us, I'm not saying that we won't. We're okay. Let me throw this out there. Something really cool else about drones is very soon we'll be able to get Lank approval to fly at night where we never could before. But I was asking Ryan earlier if they had used some areas as test zones. Because we've been able to get night clearance up here for a while. Because they were telling me, no, man, you can fly at night now. You can get Lank. And I was like, really? And so it's like Angel gets it at night. He's not 107.
Huh.
And then, and you can actually push in recreational and you will get clearance.
Wow.
It would have you like the little disclaimer, had needed, what I'm wanting to say, anti-collision lights with a 3 statute mile, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like one of the little balloon bubbles. And then you literally could go right on through and get clearance. I mean, seriously.
See, Bill even had a flight simulator program back in 1981.
Oh, wow.
On cassette.
How would it work on that, though? It would seem like it would be...
The old black screen, green text. There's an ASCII text.
Oh, okay. Now let me close this one. Where am I at here? Oh, I want to open a new one. So I will...
That was prior to Microsoft Simulator.
Remove. Nope. Remove, ding dong.
Okay.
Remove from... There we go. Present. video file. Now we got the here's the one that we've been waiting on.
Yeah, this is about 4 minutes long here.
That's fine.
And it's
That's
just a
old
series
farts. Yep, go for it.
showing my various Star Trek collection. It's probably 70% of it. 5%. From the Ken and Barbie to the different plates. This one. And there do have Lost in Space robot in there.
Robbie.
I got several watches, fossil watches.
The tricorders in the phaser.
Tricorders, the phasers, yeah. Lunch boxes, 4 or 5 different ones. Numerous books on them. That's the RC model of the Enterprise. Phone Tycho that fly with RC. And, cookie jar. And that's the anti-gravity pin on the right, and some of the Star Trek experience they had in Vegas for 10 years. I went 4 times.
So Hilton.
A $40 million casino deal with the.
Oh, that was wonderful.
I was there 3 or 4 times, Bob.
You went on the ride, of course, multiple times.
I got the menus in here somewhere too from Quark Grill, Quark's Bar.
You mean Caleb will? You mean Caleb looks disinterested?
I think Caleb there on the right. I think
Caleb's just tired.
No, I am a bit tired.
It was really strange in Las Vegas. Sometimes you would pull up to a stoplight and have a Wookiee driving the car next. You know,
the waiters and waitresses were Klingons and Wookiees and Romulans. Romulan ale, they sold all that.
Quark's Bar was, a lot of fun.
So I actually got the original menu in here somewhere, Quark's.
Actually, we still have George Takei and Walter Koenig.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's from the Generations film between Picard and Kirk.
Yep, you were talking about that too, right before we went live. Right. And the thing about it is it's worth even. Collectors don't understand. It's worth even more because it came from the movie, man.
I got all kinds. Those are oven burner covers to Star Trek.
Oh no, the Ken doll. Okay, I got you.
The Barbie Ken doll, yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that Ken doll was disinterested. Yeah, that's what he said. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting. But Caleb looked kind of disinterested too, so I had to make the comment.
Yeah, well, some of these, people don't remember.
No, he's
different age.
Like no, he's. I'm sure he's got some interest in it.
I have a 3D chess set there, Star Trek. You just set.
I have that Ferengi. I have that very Ferengi.
Well, you'll see. I got the Ferengi. I got the Romulan. I've got Quark.
It's like a cookie jar, and it talks to you every time you try to get something out of it.
That's a phone. That's the Star Trek phone, wired phone. And there's a Klingon one that pops. And those are 3D triangle puzzles.
You know what I wish they had now? I would love to put on a new Windows computer. I love Starship Creator. Do you ever remember that?
It's probably in this somewhere as a program.
Yeah, I got like 5 grandkids. Gotta go to college.
My kids think they can get rid of this when I go.
There's a
Well, I'm sure they'll keep. You know, 1 or 2 really cool things.
I think so.
But I would rather them get as much as they can towards school because when they hit, college years, God forbid how much it's going to cost.
Yep.
So hey, what's up, Herman? Glad to have you, sir. So yeah, I'm pretty much all about. I mean, I get a kick out of this, and I love the fact that my wife likes going and collecting with me. It's fantastic. It's something cool. We actually make treks out of town to do it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I've shown. Now, I do have several other RC models that I didn't film, and they're boxed up that were Klingon that actually fly.
Oh wow!
And there's a.
Are they drones, Mike?
Drones. Yeah.
They are a drone, but yeah.
I have a bird of prey, a Romulan bird of prey, a Klingon warship, as well as Enterprise. That all fly. 2 Enterprises, 2 to 1, Tycho and Airhog. Now, I've flown the Enterprise. I've flown it indoors in a Coliseum in West Texas, indoor flight beam.
It's just like I was trying to get Maddie to put. I was like, "Oh no, y'all need to put 40 drones in the air in Florida." And Mike was actually present at the world
Yeah.
record-setting event.
That was for the drones. It wasn't official because we didn't contact Guinness in advance. Plus, it's about a $2,000 fee. That's for drones. Well,
That's ridiculous.
We did have 35 drones in there, but I did attend in 16 Flight Fest for Josh Bixley up in Melbourne, and that was all set up through Guinness 8 months at a time. And each person, we had 300 pilots take off. Each of them had a spotter, and they drop a flag if they went down due to radio frequency or crashing. And 179 survived. And it is in the Guinness Book of Records. You can Google that. See the largest number of fixed-wing RC planes in the air at the same time.
Wow.
It stayed up for 1
Very
minute.
cool.
179 planes.
Very cool.
And you
Very
see a
cool.
picture of our group there on the YouTube Guinness book. I sent the link somewhere at one time.
Oh, Will's saying his son has a large Pez collection. I bet those are valuable too.
I do have a Pez about Star Trek. I don't know if it's in the picture, but I do have a Pez of Star Trek in there too somewhere.
I do too, also. And what was crazy was it was like Christmas, right?
Right.
And my wife had gotten me the Pez as a Christmas gift. So, I was explaining to my youngest son, I was like, "Yeah, ain't this really cool? Ain't this really cool?" And I turn around, and then next thing I know, I'm hearing the kids going, "Oh, Star Trek!" And I see him handing it over, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Wait a minute. Wait.
Let's get that candy out.
No, but
Start eating it.
when you got another RC Enterprise. You showed it to me. I forget what it was. It's a like an RC, but it's on a cable or something like that.
No, this was a long time ago, and I had the.
You got it. You showed it to me. A picture.
Oh,
Of it.
this one is actually. What was the Bobo drone company that was in Walmart?
When you get
and
rid of
stuff?
that, you call me before you get rid of it.
No, I've got two of them. My son's
Okay.
got one. My youngest son has one, and I have one. And I don't even. I probably have to find a battery for it. I'd say the battery
Yeah.
that came with it is very dead by now.
It's hard to
So-
find those. I looked it up when you showed it to me.
Well, I got it really cheap. I got two of them for like $25 a piece
Yep.
because it was when they were liquidating them. So I was like, super cool.
That's so like my brother. He has probably 75 different beer signs. He got 80% of them for $1 a piece.
I'm trying to think what that Bobo drone company was. I'll just type in
You know what
Star
I'm
Trek.
talking about? The one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Bob, you got your stuff ready to go? I'm going to bring you
I
up,
do.
buddy. All right, Bob's going to tell us about his stuff, and I'm going to make everybody big in case you need to fix yourself.
No. Hang on.
He's like, Bill's weird. Yes, I'm strange and unusual. Go for
Let's
it.
see where I'm at here. Okay, so the first one is my pond. Let's find that here. Here it is.
Alrighty.
Okay. So this is in my backyard, and I started it a couple years after we bought the house, and we've been here now for 27 years. So there you can see a flower, and working to get the right flowers and the right stuff working here.
Oh,
It's
wow.
always a lot of fun. There you get a kind of a long shot of it. There's me standing there in my Ken Heron tennis shoes there. And it's a small pond. It's 120 gallons. So those are not koi. Those are goldfish. There's the dog, me and the dog. We had 3 flowers blooming at the same time. That's kind of like in this little tiny pond. That was like a great accomplishment there. There they are again. So just kind of seeing the flowers and the fish. I like that shot. You see all the stems from the lily coming out of the gourd. They grow from a gourd is how that grows, and then
cool.
it sprouts the leaves up and the leaves down. A close up on one of the flowers there. They're just perfect, you know, and that's you
The
know,
water droplets make it too.
yeah, you just get it right there, you know, kind of thing. And these are some of the fish that are still there. And this guy took a lot of my fish.
Yep.
This guy came along and kind of almost wiped it out. And so it's this is a blue heron that you know, came to my hood. And since we're close to St. Patrick's Day, I thought I'd show you what I look like on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I love the bat costume, man.
Yeah.
That's the new baby.
Yeah, no, that's the old one. That's Poe.
Okay, okay, that's Poe. I thought that was a new baby. Did you see this? Did you see this? They have a similar sized pond for 18 years in their backyard. They set it up before they even moved in.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know,
Super
if you're
cool.
really fanatic about it, that's what you do, you know, kind of thing. So let me stop sharing that, and I'll show you a quickie
From
of my
Santa the
other.
Leprechaun.
Yes.
Okay.
And let's see, window. Where is it?
Thank you,
Oh,
folks,
here it
for
is.
hanging out with us. We were just like I
Oh
said.
yeah.
This
If
is
you're
kind of
not
something cool.
interested, you're not interested.
Yeah, it's fine.
No problem.
I know we're all beating people. Look at this. Ooh, it's a Harley Quinn. I know. Y'all don't care. But
So
I was
I'm going to give
for
you a peek into my my craziness here. This is as I said, I collect Apple computer stuff and have been for a long time. As you know, obviously everybody sees the Mac Plus behind me there, but I've been doing that for a long, long time. So let me give this a go here.
Damn it, Paul.
That's the first flat screen domed iMac there. That's my airplane there that I've got to fly once, you know, and it came down, and a little scan of my counter of stuff there. And then I got a little Apple museum out here, and that's the first iPod that ever existed. That's
Oh wow!
version 1
Very cool.
there, and then this is version 3, I think, and then this is the first color iPod, you know, kind of thing, and then my wife's pink iPod there, and this is really valuable. This came with the original Macintosh. This cassette tape came to teach you how to use your Macintosh. It was done on a cassette tape. You can see the game controller back there. That game controller works on an old Macintosh that had the old connection. The tube with that blue Apple logo is a shirt unopened from the first Apple store in Las Vegas. They
Like you
only
said-
gave them out on the opening day, and that was my first drone. That's a helicopter that I crashed. Yeah, you controlled it with your phone,
Oh wow!
and it was from Griffin. They were an accessory company that were making iPhone accessories, and they sent me a bunch of gifts, and one of them was this helicopter. And so my grandson and I promptly put that into the ceiling and busted it up. So
There you go.
all right.
Super cool. Super cool. All right, Caleb, do you want to share with us, or do you, Bobby? Wait a minute, do you have more, Bob?
That's it. You know.
All right, cool. Caleb, do you want to, or do you just want to?
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really prepare any videos or anything. I wasn't.
You don't.
that-
They
wasn't that
did.
awesome.
I didn't. I was just showing them my stuff. I was holding things up. So I mean, but the cool thing is your particular genre. Once you start discussing them, I'm sure because the minute you would say AD&D, I'm going to be like, you know, or anything 20-sided multi-dice playing games, you know, like, you know, 20-sided, 10-sided, 12-sided.
I talked in the chat a little bit. I'm a bit obsessed with games of all kinds. That's kind of my thing. I've got, I don't know, a lot of board games. I've got over 250 video games. Just everything games. You guys are talking about old stuff, so here, let's go.
He's going to pull something out from like 1982, and we're like, what?
It's really
Anybody
old.
ever played this?
No, but I do have about 4 or 5 different bookcase games like that.
So this is one of the more complex board games that I've ever had. It's incredibly ridiculous. It's got like a 300-something page rule book.
Oh, wow.
But it's basically a battle simulator, and it goes into your infantry have your stats, and they have guns that have stats, which have bullets that have stats. So it's almost like Dungeons and Dragons as a board game, but for infantry battles and tank battles and stuff. Pretty crazy. But I don't know, man. Anything games-wise, I love it. I love hanging out with other people doing stuff.
Like Dungeons and Dragons, I played Dungeons and Dragons when I was younger. I played a lot of, let's see, board game wise. Of course, I guess my big thing was basically the stuff you played with your friends, like the Game of Life, Monopoly. Let's see. I wish I had some of my like first game, like the first Game of Life that I got when I was little. The first Monopoly game I got when I was little. Oh man! And I had like the original manuals, like the first. I think what was it? Unearthed Arcana and Beyond from the original Advanced Dungeons and Dragons series. I had an original Dungeon Master's Guide. I had an original Player's Handbook, and then now I'm seeing what they're worth now, and I'm like, oh wow, man! And I basically gave them away, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ron said, "Everybody have a great show. He'll see us next week."
Oh, good.
Okay.
And Angel is on his way, hopefully. Well, he said, he said he'll be here in just a little bit. He was heading home now, so he actually made it. You like all kinds of anything. Let's see, what other hobbies do y'all have? Like, what other hobbies do I have? I love taking pictures and photography and that kind of thing. And does anybody have any old cameras or anything?
I do. I've got
anybody? Okay, anybody?
I've got a series of old cameras. They're boxed up right now.
Oh no, that's perfectly kind. You can just talk about them. You can talk about them.
I still got my original camcorder. I paid $2,100 for 3 years before my daughter was born, '81. You know, the 3-part Mitsubishi Panasonic.
Oh yeah, with the giant tape.
All 3 pieces. Yep.
Where is the? I've got a little. What is it? What was it? A mini? Had the mini tape in it. I've got one of those, but I don't know where I stashed it.
Yeah. Then
So
I
it's here somewhere.
had darkroom set up too. When I was in college, and even after I got married, we took our engagement pictures myself and developed them myself and sent them to the paper.
And I collect T-shirts. Although this one was given to me by a friend. How many people in the audience know, or excuse me, in the chat know who gave me this shirt? People on the panel probably do, because I'd say maybe one of them even has one. But this was sent to me by a friend. It was kind of cool. We were, because he would say United We Drone, and I'd say Free the Drones, because I always because that was when we came up with it, because he started saying it when I was griping about remote ID, and that's why I was saying Free the Drones. So, but yeah. So anyway, I collect T-shirts.
This is the first Canon digital video camera.
Oh wow!
It recorded on DAT tape. Are you familiar with DAT tape?
Yes, digital.
Yeah. Yes.
Audio. No.
This is where the DAT tape went in.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's that. I got a lot of old cameras here. That's for sure.
I still got a Brownie camera, an old G-Master from the 30s.
Oh yeah.
About the stereoscope.
This Nikon And I don't know if you're familiar with this. This was the Nikon's first digital consumer camera, kind of thing. And called the Cool Pix, I think is what it was called. And yeah, pretty neat.
When did you start doing this, Don? Don sent me a picture. Let me share this picture. Here's one of Don's hobbies. Let's see, share screen. And this is my neighbor. Well, technically neighbor. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's not going to let me do it. So how would I go back? Let me think about it. Y'all keep talking. Anyway,
Okay.
it was like the planes. So they had a bunch of the model planes, but they were the big model planes. Let's see, what am I doing here? Oh, I know what I need to do. Yeah, that's what I was doing wrong. Duh, I get it now. Okay, share screen and this one. How about that? That's cool.
Ah,
Gliders, some V-wing. What is that? Delta.
Delta. Yep.
Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, and okay. Caleb and Tammy are talking. But since we're at that point of this, we've been at that point of the show for a while. Caleb and I, we live close to each other, and Don, you might still be watching if you're still watching. We want to go camp out. For me, it's like a 2.5 hour drive, which ain't no big deal. Caleb, it's probably a little bit further, isn't it? Or is it?
No, it's shorter from here.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. So anyway, we're thinking, because our ultimate goal is to put something huge together for next year, and we want to try to put a fly. Well, I don't know, some kind of gathering. I don't want to call it a fly-in because everybody else calls it a fly-in. We might come up with something else by then, but who knows? But we want to go fly at Satsop, the not completed nuclear plant that never went nuclear, and so apparently we can just go up there and fly, because a friend of mine, Curtis, lives down that way as well. He lives in Olympia, well, Lacey, I think. So, it's just like a jump over for him. But I thought it would be cool to go maybe camp out in one of the local camping sites and then go fly there, because I don't want to drive 2.5 hours, want to fly for 2 hours, and then drive 2.5 hours back. I thought it would be much cooler to go chill out and not be rushed to do things, because you may want to go fly and do something else the next day, or you may wake up in the morning and this incredible sunrise is coming up, and you want to hit it before you go. So
There is really good camping out there. That's actually how I found that place, was driving by it, going to a campsite.
We were going out to Aberdeen to go check out Kurt Cobain's house and stuff. So literally, we were just driving. It was me, my wife, and my daughter. We went all the way out there, and where you can go to the end of the road, and it tells you where. It says he went underneath the bridge there and was writing songs and stuff. So I don't know if you knew that or not, but yeah, it's got like a kind of memorial kind of thing, and you can't park right at the end of the street. You have to park up on the side and walk all the way up. But when we went, there was actually a big old sign up that said Kurt would walk under the bridge and would actually write lyrics and poems underneath that bridge. And it was in Aberdeen, and it was awesome. It was like, woo! I thought, because, of course, I love Nirvana anyway, but it was just kind of cool. And his house is just very normal, nothing spectacular. I think they were trying, when we went by, they were trying to turn it into a museum, because the people, hey, Ron's in Florida. Ron's snowbirding us.
Howdy,
He's
Ron.
snowbirding us. So, let's see, North High Talk. I took some. She's 20. Oh, cool. Very cool. Anyway, so I thought it would be good old Aberdeen. I remember Nirvana. Anyway, but so all that. The cool thing is, so if we do have like a big group thing or a group meetup or something like that, there's still a ton of stuff to do around the area. Like, so if we actually put together an event next year and it's 2 or 3 days long, you can fly one day there, and then, what is it, Ocean Shores is out there? Isn't it Ocean Shores out that way?
Kind of, but that's a bit further.
Yeah, but that's like, what, 45 minutes from there? 45 minutes to an hour? How much further? Or even further?
I would probably say a couple hours, I think.
Really? Okay, anyway, but there's still a lot of cool stuff to do. I was thinking it was only like, because I really didn't think it was a 3-hour trip for us to, of course, maybe we stayed in Ocean Shores. I thought we just drove that day. It may have been we like left super early and ended up there, but because we ate at this place, the Moby Dick something seafood place, you know, where like the seagulls literally came and landed on the table next to you, and you were like, "Hey, are you done with that French fry?" You know, that's what I'm talking about. But well, okay, so we'll go ahead and revert back to drones. What was he saying? Well, no, he was talking about next year remote ID, but because it's going to happen, you know. But as long as you're following a CBO, as long as you've got your phone, your drone can produce a signal, you know, then you're okay. Okay, let's go here. We had a meetup last weekend, okay, right? And it was only me that had an issue, right? So they're all getting there and they're hooking up, but for some strange reason, my drones would not authenticate, right? So it wouldn't let me. It was limiting me to like 100 feet in the air and maybe 200 feet away, and that was from my takeoff point. So I couldn't walk down the hill with the controller and get a little bit more distance. It was marking it from the takeoff point. So here I am trying to hook up to my phone's hotspot. Couldn't ever get hooked up to it. So I was just like, fine. So I started filming and everything. And really kind of sucks. There was one of the guys that came and joined us. I'm like filming around, you know, looking at everybody. And one of the guys, I'm like filming on him, right? And he's like, hey, you know, like, cool, that's a great place to take off from. We've all been taking off from over there. And then yada, yada, yada. Let me see. I think I may even have the footage. I think I put it somewhere. But anyway, so I'm talking to him, and he takes off with his DJI FPV drone, and you can hear him like Caleb's up there ripping, and he's up there ripping, and then you hear zip, zip, zip. And that's it. And then you hear a little where he's hitting the props. So everybody trying to think of everything. And then we look down and we can see a DJI FPV drone about 35, 40 feet up in a tree. And we're all like, oh man. And it, you know, the thing about it was it sucked because I'm old and I got a bad back and I had to come home because, you know, I was like, I have things I got to do here. So right about when it happened, you know, because Angel had obligations too. His kids were there. We're both like, sorry, dude, we got to go. But Caleb stayed for a while, and he even tried to climb the tree. But then, what's his name? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I think it was Jake.
Jake? Wait a minute, let me see. I will cheat and find out for sure. His name is... Oh, I don't see it anymore. Where did it go? Because I was bitching at Wiener Schnitzel today, too.
I've got some pretty good footage of that.
Alex Karker. Alex Karker. I'm not sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing. So, Alex, if you ever watch a replay of this show, then please tell me the proper pronunciation of your name. Why am I talking like William Shatner? Now.
Nobody knows.
Maybe there is vodka in my water. I don't know. No, not really. Romulan ale, possibly. That was painful. What did I do? Your controller was not signed into your DJ account. Happened to Palmieri too. But the thing about it was here before I left. I was telling Caleb and them, I did fire it up. It connected to my home network, and it was connected to my DJI account. I then put it into the box and drove, like I said, about an hour and a half from the house, and was trying to take off, and it was like, no go. Look what Gary says. Send me the video and I'll rack it up right now. Send me the video and I'll rack it up right now. This is an adult show. Nope, he corrected me. He's no longer whipped. He's just gone back to his first love, DJing. What? Oh, yeah. Are you here and I just didn't know it? He's like, yeah, man. I'm trying to find it. So get in here. Y'all talk about, okay, Caleb, talk about our drone group, the meetup, what your thoughts are on the thingamabob that we're wanting to plan and pull off, because I'm going to see if I can find that file.
I mean, I like it. So we have our meetup that goes on. We're trying to do it probably once a month right now. We're going to pick some random places, although I did like that park.
Yeah, it is really cool. All right. Yes, I do have it.
There. If
I
you
have
guys
it.
check out my YouTube channel, you can kind of see us all as I fly by us a couple times at the Cinewhip.
You're gonna love this. I found the file. Oh yeah, you got a file? Or you? Oh, it's on Caleb's YouTube channel. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I uploaded it on my YouTube. Although here, I have a file for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Share screen.
We could have planned all this out Saturday, and you were like, "Here, just take this."
Here we go.
And man, it was so cold. I was so cold. And it was so funny because I walked around and Caleb literally must have walked in the parking lot while I was walking around the other side coming around, because he's like, well, I'm right here next to the paddleball courts. And I'm like, I'm right here next to the paddleball courts.
So there's dude's drone.
Oh, wow.
It was locked in that tree.
Had the green cover on, huh?
Yeah. And there we are down there. See us way down there? So that gives you an idea how high it is in that tree.
Well, and that's us up like 30 foot up the hill, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the tree you got stuck in.
Oh, ordered the new... Oh, no. He's still flying Wait a minute. So you're still flying FPV? The Fat Tech ESC. Do you know that, Caleb?
I don't know that.
Curtis! Were your ears burning? We were talking about you. We're gonna go camp out at... Oh, wait a minute. Mike's got something? Or did we lose Mike? Oh,
Okay.
there he is. Okay. All right. What was I going to... Oh, yes. I got to go here. Oh, wow, man. This is so trippy. Let's do it. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just do let's try the 4K. Come on. Here we go. Can you... Wait a minute. Can y'all hear anything? Oh! Wait a minute. Let's see. I can back it up. Oh! No! Is it 6:30? Oh, wow. Come on, baby. Get the phone. Get the phone, baby. Everett Para Transit. Everybody saying Curtis high. Curtis was the guy with the ROVs that was going to come, but it was cold. I will admit it was cold. All right, so now listen closely. You'll hear them zip. Did you all hear audio from the video?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, listen.
Oh, he's trying to power out of it.
No, but you got to listen close, Bob. Hang on, let me back it up again. You got to hear. It's just, I won't talk.
I heard that one.
Yeah,
That was, I mean,
good thump to it.
it was whack.
So, did you catch how he did that though?
But I remember I had the pocket too, right? And I was looking at him, and he was like, and I was like, yeah, that's a great place to take off from. We've all been taking off from that stump. And literally, I panned around, and I was filming you guys and everything. That's just the. But yeah, and I was like, oh, I can't believe I literally talked to him like 12 seconds before while it was on the pad. Oh,
So,
shoot.
this is a really good example of why you don't fly line of sight and try to hit gaps that you can't see. He was flying line of sight and he was trying to hit a gap that he was looking at like that.
I thought
yeah.
I could fit through
How
there.
do you know what?
Yeah, that's yeah.
But I hope he comes back next time.
Oh, Ron and him are talking about cameras and lenses. And Mark was saying he's got about 10 lenses, 3 flash guns, lots of bits and pieces. Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, my first camera was Minolta as well.
Yeah.
What was my first real camera? Pentax. My first real camera was a Pentax. And like, I'll tell you, I'm like a dumbass. I was in community college, right? Took it with me. I don't know why I was doing the show and tell thing in college. I don't know where that came from. But I was just taking a lot of pictures around the campus. And it was like the full decked out Sears and Roebuck catalog, you know, Pentax that had filters. It had a couple of lenses. I can't even remember. And I left it in my psych class one day. And then when I realized it and went back like 20 minutes later, it was gone. You know, and of course, no one ever admitted to it. I never saw it again. And I'm like, oh, no, that's what you get for being a dumbass.
Bill, some of these people don't know what a Sears Roebuck is.
Yes,
That's true.
Well, really, they knew
or
right
for that
after.
matter, even know what the Christmas catalog was and
Right.
ordering out of it. Or the Montgomery Ward. Because remember, it was the Montgomery Ward and the Sears catalog. Or at
And
least for
Penny.
me, it was.
We had pennies too.
Yeah, well, J.C. Penney's for me just wasn't as good as like Montgomery Ward wasn't as good as Sears. It was
Oh,
okay.
you're right about that.
Yeah.
Sears Christmas catalog was it.
You know.
For kids.
That was the Bible.
Yeah,
Listen,
and
guys, I got to take off.
oh yeah,
okay?
yeah. Go see that senior game, Bob. Thank you very much for sharing with
I
us.
just
It
have
was
to
great.
show that what the hat I'm wearing tonight here. That's also a 30+ year relic of Apple computer. So, you know, I could do a whole show on the software that I have.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking about doing is maybe because you know I love drones, and I'm sure we'll end up talking about drones pretty much all the time, even
Yeah.
if it's another show. But I'm thinking about because, like you said, we could dedicate an entire show just to your software. You know, your different things there. Mike could do an entire evening on his Star Trek collection. I could do an entire night, you know, showing and asking and looking up, you know, collectors things about Hot Wheels and stuff. But I would like to kind of, I don't want to do it every week, but I don't want to do just drones constantly all the time and beat it to death. Like I said, I'm going to work on getting some guests back on, you know, and getting some more people in here to talk about things. I'm hoping Caleb, we can actually get his partner on here one time and let them talk more about their company as well. Thanks, Bob. Have a good one. Sorry. Anyway, and have them back on here again one time. Or have them on to talk about their company and to talk about the group and stuff like that. And try to get, you know, more interest locally. Like Curtis, Curtis is kind of a long drive for him because, like I said, Curtis isn't it Lacey or something like that. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, here you go. He's saying, okay, let me rack that up. Hang on. All right. Yeah, here we go. Let me back this up. So
I just pulled the SD card from our Inspire 2 30 seconds ago.
all right, so let me get this off. The Sears catalog. All right, here we go. Present. What? She's wanting to charge her phone. Y'all talk for a second so I can make my wife happy. Oh, there it is.
We're good at talking.
What time of year were you planning your meetup up there next year?
The SATSUP one, the big one, I think we're going to go for end of July, beginning of August to try to get the warmest, driest weather.
Okay.
Just to-
Oh,
Rain
let
people.
me get this. Why am I sharing this? Get this off of here. Sorry. There we go.
But But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. It's basically a business park. They turned it into a business park after everything. So they don't have a lot of crazy rules there. Just kind of don't screw with things.
Right.
So I still haven't called them yet. I'm going to do that here, well, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, completely. I agree with that.
So.
Consumer drones are dead this year. We're going to see the Inspire, and maybe I'm thinking maybe we'll see Pocket. Maybe a Pocket 3 this year, maybe. But other than that, I don't really see. Maybe some agricultural drones. Maybe I don't really see anything consumer. I don't think we're going to see an Air 3 this year. People are speculating that there's going to be a Mavic 3 Pro. I don't really see where they're going to put that at or what they're going to put on it to make it a Pro. I don't know
how they're planning on selling the Inspire 3. What is going to differentiate it? If it's a $12,000 drone, but they have $3,000 camera drones that are better, like, is it going to be 8K? And that's
what is it? The X9? What is it? Isn't it the X9 or whatever? What's that model camera? The new model camera? It's got the fudge. Hang on, we're gonna get it. Is it drone?
We've got the Zenmoose X7 on ours.
Oh, this is 9. This is a 9. It was on the new handheld unit that they're saying it's going to go on the drone. What was the? I'm trying to remember.
But that's going to upgrade its cost past the Mavic 3 by $9,000.
Oh,
like, I don't really see the point.
Well, yeah, I didn't think the Inspired 3. Wait a minute.
Well, the Inspired 3 is more simple.
There's a C-Fly coming out. Oh yeah, there is. There's just it's a Micro Four Thirds, isn't it? Or is that just Hubson?
Hey guys,
Angel, save us. What are your hobbies other than drones?
Well, I was going to say this. We could talk about drones. I've been listening for the last little bit. I would say that the hobbies that I do, well, besides droning, I'm a relatively basic guy. This is my hobby because I guess I work a lot. As you can see, it's
the Ronin 4D 4-axis.
Got more work to do. Yeah.
The Ronin 4D 4-axis is $6,000.
I guess my other stuff is I played and coached soccer. That's been a thing that I've done for a long time, and
cool.
Love
Keep
hiking.
going.
Yeah, I mean nothing too exciting.
Well, do you collect Hot Wheels or old show memorabilia or old concert T-shirts or underwear from conquered women in your past?
No, that would get you canceled around here, so you have to be careful about that.
Canceled?
Yeah, you'll get canceled.
Well, okay.
Deleted.
You would ask permission beforehand. I don't think you would just snag it. But anyway.
Oh no, but I'm saying the collection is a reminder of past conquests, and that can get you in trouble.
Oh yeah, in your present state, yes.
Well,
Gotcha.
in general, because I think some people wouldn't be happy.
I'll be flying inside a container ship at the port of Tacoma tomorrow. I will be doing.
Yeah. You're all canceled.
Dominic.
I will be doing physical therapy in Mill Creek tomorrow.
Can I just go back? I know you guys were talking about the poor guy with his FPV drone. I just want to let you know that's what I meant. It was painful because the thing hit so loud that I felt my heart stutter because it was like thousands of dollars crashing into a tree.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, God.
I felt so bad. And what was funny is before, I'm not sure how much conversation everyone had with him, but I was like, sitting there, I was like, oh, how often you fly? He's like, I fly all the time. And so I was like, okay, cool. And then the next thing you know, I mean, he's buzzing through everything. And then, I'm going to meet my kids. You're about to leave too. And then you hear this thud, and I'm just like, oh my God. Thankfully, he had Care Refresh, but I was like, oh God. I mean, that was like your worst nightmare.
I think even if I didn't have Care Refresh, after a wreck like that, I'd probably tell everybody I had Care Refresh. It's okay. It's okay, man.
But even
They're
that-
giving me
Nothing
another
happened.
one. They're giving me another one. It's okay.
But even then, with Camera Fresh, I mean, would they review your footage to be like, how the hell did you lose 2 arms and multiple props?
What? At Mule Creek.
Oh.
I don't know what I did wrong. I'm so bummed I missed that. Dude, it was cold. Trust me, it was cold. But it would have been cool if you'd had the Avada there.
Yeah.
All right, so Curtis is giving me this. So I'm going to put this. Let me do share. Yeah, okay. Window. Yeah, here we go. Am I sharing? Yeah, okay, cool. Here we go. And kabang. And Curtis puts together all his own music and stuff. He does all his own graphics. Oh, wait.
Tell us when. Tell us when. What are we looking for here?
Is this the Inspire footage?
All right, this is looking okay. Okay. Did it say International Drone Day in the corner there?
It's kind of loud. Hang on a minute. Let me.
International Drone Day Team Portland montage. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I'll tone it down a little bit so we can talk. Yeah, he organized a bunch of these, right? And then, because there's a lot of logistics to it. There's a lot of, palm pressing and butt kissing and all that kind of stuff. So he got burned out on it. He did it for like years in a row. I never got to make it to one of them. But, he's still, keeps in contact with some of those people and stuff. So maybe if we rub Curtis the right way, he might help us put something together up there at Satsop if we can work all that out with them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Inspire one.
All right. So we're
Over
doing
here, dummy.
some
Okay.
Over the head shots. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And then
Top Down Tuesday was yesterday. So, again,
getting close here.
Wednesday Wiggle. Okay, so I can't get. They're not using the zoom feature either, are they? Oh, wow. Does he cut the air off on you?
I was about to say, is there some type of
Turbulence.
inversion effect?
What's that effect? Yeah. Oh, man. You seriously? It's a 3DR? Really? Looks like a 3DR to me. Oh, whoa. That's nice rig. What was that? What was that? That was a 3DR too. It's a dead drone. What is that? Like a Phantom?
That looks like
A Phantom? Like an original Phantom? Oh, we're gonna. Oh no, really? This will be cool. Yeah, you gonna drop it? Oh, Caleb, we can drop beater drones down the towers. Just throw it in there. Let's see what happens when it hits the water.
Then video edit a big explosion coming back up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So where's he filming currently? Where is this? There.
Is this still in Portland? I think he said it was Portland. Let's see. Yeah, International Drone Day, Portland montage.
So is that the Columbia River, or is that another?
He'll pop it up here. He said something about it's in that tree. We must have missed a tree. I thought we were watching, but it was the other drone. I don't know. I'm lost.
I'm assuming that's the Columbia, right? It must be.
Yeah. Oh,
From Portland.
this was one of the Portland
River. Okay.
Willamette River.
All right. So as a non-Pacific Northwesterner, is it Willamette or Willamette?
Well, I'm
Now,
not from here
I'm
either,
gonna
man.
go on a limb and say it's Willamette. That's what it sounds like people usually say, but I don't know. Mike, you're not from around here. What would you say?
I was
Looking
thinking
at the way
Willamette.
Willamette, yeah, see.
That's what I'd say. In Texas.
Willamette. Okay, okay.
Yep.
Curtis is
That's
Willamette.
what Curtis
okay.
says. I'm going to say Williamette. I don't care because I'm different.
It's the Well-Met River.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I'm going to be all southern on them and go, Williamette,
There you go.
can you take out my tooth?
Well, that's the thing is I would look at it and be like, Willamette. Yeah.
Right, but somewhere down the road they're going to say it was named after some guy named William that took a dump in the town or had some great war victory. You know, that's the way it was in Virginia anyway, you know? And I'm thinking they've just added the "et" on the end of it to make it sound more like a damn town. Ain't that way how they named a lot of towns back in the day? Of course, this might be,
Right.
it might have to do with Indians, possibly, maybe.
Okay, so
Or-
believed to derive from the colonized pronunciation of Willamette, which means still
Oh.
water, describing a place on the river near Oregon City. The area was and is largely inhabited by the Kalapuyans, members of the Kalapuya tribe, as well as the Molalla, Clackamas, and Chinook peoples.
And you
Okay.
will get that nowhere else but drone therapy.
There you go. We're
I was
dropping
hoping that
knowledge
he
on
would-
you guys.
I was hoping he was going to give us a Wikipedia, and it was actually going to be because of Voodoo Donuts. I love Voodoo Donuts, but they're too far away for me to get. And that's
Look at
actually
that,
him.
getting up close and personal.
No. That's a CGI. He made that.
Okay.
Yeah. He made that.
Could have fooled me. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's him. That's what he did.
Hmm.
Ain't that cool?
It's neat.
Oh, I don't want to watch Jeff Lewis live. My wife watches him all the time on YouTube. Okay, so there we go. 51. That's cool. We're running good. Bill is that? I'm lost. I can't see because I don't have the main chat up. I can just see like this. I literally just see face blue smile like this, like how it's posted on the screen. I'm sure it looks better in the chat. That drone looks like something Bill would. No, I haven't really gone crazy. I got the Mini 3 Pro, and I have the Mavic 3, but I don't see that and I have an Air 2S. So literally, I have no need for any other drone.
He's droned out. He's droned out.
Yeah, I mean,
He just needs to go. He just needs to get out and drone more. That's the thing.
fly more. That's the thing. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
and instead, and maybe not yell oh so loud as to overpower the moment. Because the more I was just thinking, because like Angel said, it was painful, but we all kind of said oh, but mine was like really, because I was just. Is it like you said? It when it hit, man. We all kind of went, oh, and I was like, oh. You know, it was like seeing a kitten get run over by a car.
Oh my god.
Maybe
Yeah. Well, I mean it was funny because I told the guy that I got that exact drone and I've only flown it once and I feel scared because I was this seems like this is too. And especially the way, what was his name? Alex, right? Alex was flying that thing around, and I was like, oh my God, this is exhilarating watching it. I mean, it's a little.
Yeah, he was
disorienting.
raging, man. He was raging.
Like, you know, so I was like, well, and this guy, I mean, he had full confidence. He's like, yeah, I've done this multiple times. I feel good.
Yeah, remember what he said? I've even flown here before. And we were like,
yeah, and then it was
okay.
like 5 minutes later, he smashes into the tree, and I was like, oh God. Like, yeah. I would.
Sorry,
like,
dude.
I think,
I gotta go.
The FPV stuff, I almost want to go to like an open field with no trees and just kind of let it whiz around a little before I do that, you know.
We got so. I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about? Go ahead.
Flying it around your house, you tend to not feel too bad with little tiny ones.
Mhm.
That's a good
Yeah,
way to learn
yeah.
too.
I am not
Mhm.
droned out. But Bill has a lot of drones. You know, so
I'm just
we got
saying I
the-
don't. Okay, here's how it works with me. And Ron, the great Ron Brown taught me this. Any unused drone is a wasted drone. So it used to be I was like Billy Kyle, and then, of course there's a lot of people that do this. They will buy a drone like a DJ and they will put it on and it will sit there and they might fly it once a year after that, but they don't sell it. They don't get rid of it. And so Ron pointed out to me, he's like, okay, that drone, you putting it on the shelf like that, you're putting it up there to slowly die. At least, a drone's built to be in the air flying. So what I do now, when I want a new drone bad enough, I will sell whatever's the low end of my stock, which at this point would be the Air 2S, and then I will take that money to offset the pain of purchasing a new DJI product, as we all know how that's getting to be. So that's how I do it, because that's what Ron.
I mean, you have 2. You already have 2 great drones, though.
Yeah, I've got 3 great drones actually.
Well, but I'm
because
just
the Air
saying,
2S
in
is an
general,
awesome drone still. Caleb uses
Right.
it for business. That tells you right there
Right.
it's still an incredible drone. That one inch sensor
But I mean,
is not playing.
right now you have the best of both worlds because the Mavic 3 is outstanding in that respect, and the Mini 3 Pro is great in that respect. So, you
Well-
have 2, and the fiance was like, "Oh, you like to fly my drone?" I was like, "Yeah, it's very inconspicuous, and the Mavic 3 sticks out like a sore thumb." So, it's one of these that, it's nice to just put it up in the air. It doesn't make that much noise. It's pretty quiet, right, Caleb?
Yeah,
mean,
that
you
was
barely
kind of
hear the
amazing,
thing.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked to
The
see
only
what footage I
problem-
got.
Yeah, the only problem I have with the Mini 3 is that once you get it out about maybe, I would say 1,000 feet, you start having trouble seeing the damn thing. Like, we got to put a strobe light on it to even see it day or night, because it looks tiny,
Yep. Little
We
drone.
just picked up a Phantom 4 Pro, and I've never had a completely white drone. It is amazing how much easier it is to lose in the air because it's just white.
Is it a
I was like,
V2?
"Oh, now I know why they're all gray."
Is it a V2 or the original?
Just the Pro. I don't think it's the V2.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to get a V2. I would really like to get a V2.
I still have mine.
I never got. I sold. I had an OG Phantom 4 Pro. I never had a V2. I'd like to get a V2. I really would like to get my hands on a V2. And I would keep that one
Right.
because of the mechanical shutter.
Exactly.
And people will say, wah, wah, wah. But if you take pictures with the Phantom 4, you can even put it up next to the Mavic 3. But if you put a Phantom 4 Pro up next to, something with a digital shutter, you're going to see a difference. I don't care what anybody tries to tell you. You will see a difference. But anyway, they say it. I've heard so many people say, "Oh, it's getting so good now, you can barely tell a difference." I'm like, no, man, you can still tell a difference.
If you do any mapping at all,
And
then it's ridiculous the
It's the
difference.
go-to for the mapping, and it's 3D modeling as well.
So,
So- You can
Go ahead.
map at
Go to
27 miles per hour with the Phantom 4 Pro. If you try to do it with the Autel that's built for mapping, you got to go at like 6.
Right.
So that's like 5 times slower. When you're doing 300 acres, that means your 1 hour mission is now a 6-hour mission.
did you hear that, Bothell? Did you hear that, Bothell?
But you turn around to get the Mavic 3E, and it's 3 times faster than the P4.
Yep. That's our next. That's
It's
our
a
next
20-minute
upgrade.
deal for the same acreage.
Yeah, we actually wanted to get the 3E, but we had to go for the Phantom for now.
Right.
It makes sense.
Phantom's
It makes
still good,
sense.
good machine.
Yeah. No, I was actually pretty amazed at it.
And you can get them for a great price now, man. Like a version 1, you can get for like $600 now.
Yeah, but not a V4.
No, but not a version 2. Yeah,
Not a 4.
There's no. No, I've actually seen some for $600. A Pro. I've actually seen some Phantom 4 Pros for $600. No joke. And then, I mean, you can look on Marketplace here, and I'd say the highest one's going to be maybe $800. But now a V2, just because it's a V2, they're going to say 12 and 15 all day long.
And the
But
only
I-
difference is light bridge versus I'll continue.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it.
yep, that's pretty much it. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. And so that's why I was like, really strange. But anyway, I got to get off here in just a moment. So we'll go ahead and we'll wind things up. I think we'll go back to the drone motif next week. I personally do not have anything in my head for it, but Ron will be back next week from his snowbird location in Florida. So we'll come up with something cool when Ron's back. Maybe he'll tell us. Maybe we'll have some more input on the Florida drone meetup, and we may have some information on our next possible event with the drone club, and maybe some information about camping out at Satsop if more people would be interested in going up there and camping out. So with all that being said, what was it? What'd you say?
No, I said absolutely.
Well, did you hear or read what I was talking about how it would be cool for us to go camp out one weekend up there?
Yeah, no, totally. I think that would be a blast. It's so Ocean Shores is 50 minutes away.
Okay, so see, that's well possible to go out there to fly and drive back.
50 minutes from Satsop, and Aberdeen's a little further in, so you're closer. Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. So because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people that might be interested in seeing Kurt Cobain's home place and looking around the town, maybe throwing some money out that way. Ocean Shores has got so many little off the road digs and places and places to buy T-shirts and food and all that over there. Plus, there's a few places I'm not sure how Ocean Shores is, but like when you went to Long Beach, you could actually you could go to the beach and fly as long as you had clearance. So I'm not sure how Ocean Shores is, but most of them out there's not even, you don't even need Lank out there. So yeah, so we could even go out to the ocean and fly. So that would make it even more enticing.
I want to say Westport might have a little bit of a restricted zone because of the helicopter area. Another cool area is Nema Mounds, which is right south of Satsop. If you keep going past Olympia, it's these geologic mystery. So I've flown over there. It's a lot of fun. It's just a bunch of random mounds. Nema Mounds. Pull it up on the map real quick, and then I'm sorry. No,
you're good. Mima,
like
Mima.
Nema Mounds. Yep.
Okay, in Olympia.
Mounds.
Okay, let's go to the website.
It's right south, and it's a bunch of random hills. It looks like a Hobbit area.
Oh yeah! Hang on, I got it.
So there's some cool. It looks like a bunch of pimples on the ground from high. I've flown over there before. It's a fun little area. And
look at them. They look like
it looks
like a bunch of gopher mounds or something.
It looks like a bunch of gopher mounds. It's a bit of a weird phenomenon because geologists are trying to figure out the origin, but you got this, and you have a couple of areas around the country that have this kind of weird geology. I mean.
Oh wow!
So yeah, we could have all kinds of stuff to go on out there.
Yes.
Here we go. Let me do this before we get off. This is it, and it's the. Hang on. There it is. Oh, this one's used. Holy shit, this one's used. This one's used, and it's $6,000, man. And so you get here's the full outfit with you got the Zenmuse X9 6K camera gimbal combo. So basically, that's what's going on the Inspire 3. Is the new Zenmuse X9 6K camera. So it won't be 8K, but it'll be 6K. This is the unit, the Ronin 4D 4-axis cinema camera, So this is the unit that, like I said, this is where the camera is coming from that they're going to put on the new Inspire. You'll have, I do believe they mentioned something about possible changing lenses and stuff. I don't know for sure. But so you're going to be able to do all that. Yeah. So you're going to be able to do all that too. But yeah, that's the actual camera that's going to go. And I'm assuming something similar to this gimbal setup will be similar to what's going to be on the new camera, on the new drone. So that's going to be it. And the Inspire is going to look pretty much the same as it looks now, maybe a little sleeker. It looks like, I think Marcus and them showed on Drone Nation Monday, and Ron and them It just looks like it's kind of the body itself seems like more sleek, more aerodynamic, more refined.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it looks basically the same Inspire that we've seen before. I didn't see any major differences. Of course, it's going to carry that beast of a camera on it. Airport at Ocean Shores.
I know there was there's a couple of small slivers.
Yeah, but there's a ton of wide open space with nothing on there. And then he's saying Port of Tacoma is wide open on weekends also. You have 4 tents. Yeah, we're hoping about. We're gonna go camp and check it out. Check out all the oddities around, so that we can put together like a package event, and get it all together. Like the driving force behind it is going to be Tesla drones, of course, and then the great what is it? What did she call the drone? The group? What did she call again? Oh God!
Is it the Greater PNW Drone Club? What is it, Caleb?
Pacific Northwest.
What's the name of the group?
Official Pacific Northwest Drone Club.
Is it Pacific Northwest or Northwest? I think it's just Northwest.
PNW.
PNW.
I wanna make
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The official drone group of the Northwest. Okay.
We'll make a kick-ass video trailer and get everyone trying to
Here
come
we
up.
go, and I will share the link too. So, anybody that's in the area or will be coming to the area and would like to fly with any of us crazy people, then please, where's my? Oh, come on back, chink, 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 and think, and think. There we go.
It is.
So very cool. Well, the thing about it is you can. I'm sure. Do you have to pay extra to change the name?
I don't think so.
Well, so y'all can.
I think
work
on
all that.
Meetup you don't. Yeah. I don't think on Meetup you have to.
Yeah. So the cool thing about that is that's going to be the driving force behind it. And of course, hopefully Curtis can hook us up with some, know some sponsors and stuff. I'm sure Caleb might know 1 or 2 people. I might try to talk to 1 or 2 people that I know of. But the stuff that I might get sponsored would be like food products. Like I might be able to get some killer fudge and some stuff like that for them to sell or something there. Let's see. But yeah, that's the whole point. So you check out the link in the chat. So you're welcome to, I think it's okay to join up, isn't it, Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even so if you're going to visit or you're planning on visiting, that's a way to kind of find us nutty people that go fly in wild and crazy weather. So,
And like I said, we can make an excursion, come into Seattle or go into Tacoma to fly as well.
Yeah, and as we can even make an excursion. It would be really cool. I know it might cost a little bit more, but we could actually take a ferry over to Caleb's side of the world. And go over there and fly. I'm sure there's some places cool over there to fly too.
Yeah, there's some
Actually,
spots
they
out
would just go up. They would just go on the west side of the water.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to be coming up from Bolivia, so
we could even. That would be a really cool event. Film on both sides of the water. Pay and you get a ferry ride, a package lunch, a box lunch, and you get to fly your drone on 2 sides of the water.
Yeah.
So we could put all that kind of stuff together. I think that would, and of course, sell ass loads of T-shirts and bandanas and hats and stickers and buttons and plush bears. All right, so I'm going to roll around the room and let everybody say their roll around the room and let everybody say their good evenings, and I will get out of here and try to take my foot out of my mouth. So, first off, I'm going to say thank you very much to Mike and let him tell us what his upcoming things are and plans are and whatnot. Mike.
Well, I enjoyed being on the show, Bill, and I think it's a little different tonight. It was great. Still talked about drones. And I plan on getting out and be able to fly this weekend finally after the rain gets over tomorrow.
Super cool. All right,
looking
very
forward to
cool.
go to South Florida in a month. So.
Oh, there you go. Got to that because I really would love to go. I'm sure if I asked my wife, she'd let me go. But at this late moment and late venture, and I have various health issues, I'd like to know what's going on with that completely before I try doing anything out. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that when I go I'm not going to discuss all that, but hopefully things will look good, and my wife can go visit her family back in the Philippines. I don't want to. Well, Angel, you know, and Caleb
No,
might know a little. Yeah. So, and Caleb probably is. You know, he was a furry. Well, I guess here I am, but not here. I'm non-furry here, but furry here. So anyway, now, Angel, what's coming up with you? What's going on?
Well, we're busy, but it was great. It was great flying with the group. And Caleb, are you going to come out this weekend to see the new group or no?
I want to, but we'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a
The weather says it's going to rain like hell.
All right, well then maybe not. But if it does, I might just go out for a little bit to see. Otherwise, we're just releasing videos as we go. And thank you to everybody. Always fun to be here. And
okay, one other thing too, I want to bring your attention to. Angel is also a nutritionist, so he also has a lot of other cool content on his channel about other people that work in nutrition and do things in nutrition. So there's a lot of cool discussions over there that you can learn things about new people. So make sure to get over to Angel's channel and check it out, because there's not just drones on his channel.
Yeah. I have a podcast that I'm interviewing. Essentially, the podcast is interviewing more seasoned dietitians to look at younger dietitians, but we're going to put out other content, about various topics like, I'm number one in the number two business, or dietitian stories, fun stories that I've had with people.
Thank you.
So it'll be good.
Thank you very much for sticking that.
All right. Have a good evening, Mark. Have a good evening, Mark.
Yeah. Caleb, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I also had a great time at the meetup this weekend. I'm super excited to be doing it again, and especially for the SATSUP thing once we do that. If you guys want to check out my personal YouTube at Calerbo, I'm Calerbo in the chat there. I've got that Cinewhoop video of the meetup that's kind of fun, and I'm finally starting to put out some stuff because Bill suckered me into it. Otherwise, you can check out Tesla's Drones YouTube. We put out a video every week too.
You really want me to get that costume out? That's another show completely. So, with that being said, thank you folks very much for joining us this week. We will be a little less squirrel next week and a little more drone. And with that being said, thank you all very, very much. Live long and prosper. We will see you next week.
All right, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Night.